So next, I will share with you some of the benefit when you are a lifelong learner. The first benefit is that you will understand yourself more when you become a lifelong learner. So when you learn new things and you apply it, you will learn more about yourself. So let's say that you learn a new knowledge today and you go out and you apply it. Okay? And when you apply that new knowledge, you will know if that is your strength or your weaknesses. If you can apply that knowledge successfully, that means that is your strength. But if you can apply that knowledge successfully, that means it could be one of your weaknesses, which means you understand yourself. Anytime you understand more about yourself, such as your strength and talent, that is understand about yourself, and that will help you make better decision on what you need to do to learn to grow to become a better person. Okay? And also, there are a lot of strengths that we might have within us that we do not know until we start applying new knowledge and skill. Because, like again, we have a lot of strength within us. But in order for us to know what those strengths are, we have to apply new knowledge and skill to unleash it. And sometimes, as a human being, it's not easy to discover our true strength. And so, by learning and applying, then you will know what your true strength and talent are. And that's why it is important to become a lifelong learner. And you will be surprised. Sometimes something might seem boring or uninterested, but once you apply the new knowledge, you will be surprised that, oh my God, this is my strength and talent. But the only way to know is to learn and to apply. And that's why becoming a lifelong learner is important. Okay? Because, like, for example, in my life, when I was young, I did not know some of the strength and talent that I had until I start to become a lifelong learner and learn new things and apply in my life. And so the more I learn, the more I apply in different things, the more I learn about myself, the better I can make better decisions. Okay? So the second benefit of becoming a lifelong learner is that you will understand more about life. Because when we are born out, we do not know what life is about. There is no rule, there's no guideline of what life is about. Okay? We have to teach that. We have to learn that on our own. But in order for us to know how to live life successfully, we have to learn it. And how do we learn it? We have to go out and learn as much as possible about life. So you want to learn more about what is life? What is the purpose about life? How do you create meaning and purpose, happiness, joy? And when you understand those things clearly, it will help you understand what kind of action step you should take to help you become more successful in life. It will help you make better decisions, who should enter your life, who should not enter your life. Because if you do not know what is the purpose of life, do not know what happiness is, do not know what joy and fulfillment is, it's hard to make the decision. And we tend to make random decisions if we do not have a clear knowledge and understanding. So and that is why it is important for you to become a lifelong learner and to learn about those things. And like again, knowledge is so much out there. We can never learn everything. But the more we learn about it, the better decision you will make, the more successful you will become in life. Okay? So the third benefit of becoming a lifelong learner is that it will help you apply your current knowledge successfully and more creative. And it's important because if we have all this knowledge and we do not know how to apply it, then it become useless, right? Because knowledge is one thing, but applying it is another thing. But if we don't know how to apply it, then it's useless. And by becoming a lifelong learner, you will learn new method, new tool, new skill to apply your current knowledge. Because in life, sometimes we can apply the same knowledge throughout our life. As we transition to adulthood to become a senior, the same knowledge can be applied throughout your life. But it must be applied in a different way. Because as an adult, you will apply the knowledge differently. As a senior, you will apply the knowledge differently because you are different, you are at different life stage, but the knowledge is still the same, but we must learn how to apply in a different way. And by becoming a lifelong learner, you will learn more method, more technique to apply your current knowledge because you do not want to waste your current knowledge, right? Because you do not want to waste your time learning something and then you don't use it anymore. And if you don't use your knowledge, then it becomes useless and your brain does not stay strong. Our brain stays strong when we keep using our knowledge. If we don't use it, it just go away and decrease our capacity to think successfully. So by becoming a lifelong learner, you learn new method, new way to apply your current knowledge successfully. And that is important. Okay. Sometimes we might not need new knowledge. We just need to learn new ways to apply our current knowledge. And that is important. And by becoming a lifelong learner, you will be exposed to so many methods to help you apply your current knowledge successfully. And that is one of the key to living life successfully. Okay. So the fourth benefit of becoming a lifelong learner is it will increase your creativity. You become more creative. Because creativity, one component of being more creative is knowledge. Because creativity is about applying new things, discovering new ways. But if you do not have the knowledge, then how can you do new things? How can you come up with new solution? We need new knowledge to come up with new solution, right? So in this case, the more you learn, the more ways, the more idea you have to help you come up with different solution to help you move forward in life. So like for example, let's say that you're doing a task and you fail. And after you fail and you have no more ways to do something because you lack the knowledge. However, if you are keeping on learning and become a lifelong learner, you have all this method available to you. You are preparing yourself with all this knowledge. So when you fail, you have new knowledge, new method to help you keep on moving forward. Because a lot of time when people fail and they don't learn, then they get stuck because they have no more ways of being creative. But when you are learning, constantly learning and having that new knowledge there for you when you fail, then you are ready to face failure. You are ready to face a challenge because you have this method available to you all the time. But if you're not becoming a lifelong learner, then you don't have the method and way ready for you when you fail. And that's why to help you overcome failure, to help you overcome challenges, to help you overcome life's obstacle is to become a lifelong learner. So you have all this knowledge available for you when you fail or when you hit a challenges. Okay. And the thing is, there are unlimited of ways to help you overcome your challenges. Okay. It just depends on how creative you are. Life has unlimited of solution, has unlimited of knowledge, which means there's unlimited solution out there for you to become successful, to move forward, to face obstacles. It just all depends on do you have the knowledge, the skill ready for you when you face an obstacle. And by becoming a lifelong learner, you are ready. And that is the key. You don't want to feel stuck and feel like, oh my God, what do I do now? And by becoming a lifelong learner, it will help you decrease that fear, decrease that worry, decrease that stress, that you will always have the ability to move forward in life when you become a lifelong learner.